into a cross-legged seat. And bringing your hands together at the heart. And just take a moment for yourself to create your intention. Whatever you want to create. Because we're going to generate some energy with this practice. We're going to be tapping into the cosmos. We'll be tapping into, we're feeding each other. And so we're going to be generating an energy source here. So you can decide what you want to do with that, how you want to channelize that. And you can decide what you want to dedicate that energy to. So just take a moment to create an intention for your practice. And then we'll just take our hands down. We're going to start with 3 rounds of the skull shining, Kapalabhati. Just breath of fire, just nice and easy. So it's going to be forceful exhalations through the nose. We'll go 27 rounds. Then we'll hold it. Hold the exhale. As you exhale your last round, we'll hold it with the 3 locks, chin, navel, and root. Just hold, hold, hold. And then inhale, chin comes up, and we go into 27 rounds. Okay, I'll talk you through. So inhaling, and just begin with breathing forcefully through the nose. Last one, 27th one. Hold the breath out. Chin comes down, navel comes back, perineum lifts, hold it. And then head up. Nice big inhale. And round 2, breath of fire, Kapalabhati. Hold the breath out, chin comes down, navel draws back, pelvic floor lifts, hold it. And head up. Big energizing breath here. Last one, last round. Inhale through the nose. And then those short bursts from the navel. Chin down, navel back, lifting pelvic floor, hold. And head up. Whew. Feeling the inner body. Does anyone have, is that all clear to everyone? Does anyone have any question about that breath before we move on? Okay, we're good. I always need to have Kleenex on hand for that one. Okay, finding these points that are right where the clavicle meets the sternum. There's a little tiny dip there. And then crossing the wrist, go ahead and tap on those points. This is just the energy jump starter routine. Tapping the sternum gently with the fist. Enhancing immunity. And then finding this special point right between the nipple and the armpit. Tapping there. Spleen 21. One hand goes on the navel, the other two fingers go above and below the lip and massaging those points. And then holding these 3 points on the central channel. The 2 fingers at the top are connecting the central and governing meridians. Chinese medicine. Great. Right hand goes over the left, interlace the fingers and loop the arms up. Tongue goes to the palate. Inner gaze goes to the third eye in the center of your forehead. And hold. Great. Exhale, lowering the hands. Hands come onto the hips. Let me know if you hear the music at any point. Go ahead, circle the head. And going the other way. Good. Chin comes down to the chest, looking up. Let's place our hands right on the shoulders and make this circle in this way. So the elbows can touch in front. Great. And then going the other way. Bring the hands together. And then folding the fingers over the thumbs, circling here. Woo! What about now? You guys hear that music?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Side bend. And side bend other way. And coming up, let's go ahead, turn to the side and just let yourself lie down. Feet come to standing. Arms can be out to the side or down. Actually, out to the side is probably better, so the feet are relatively wide. We just drop our knee onto the midline for windshield wiper. And just saying hello, warming up that lower back. That sacroiliac joint, we're getting right in there. And you guys, this is a great one if you are sitting a lot in the day, you know, in your work environment or whatever. This is a great movement to remedy this sitting, this internal rotation at the hip joint. So we just drop our thigh to the midline. The opposite thigh will go into external rotation. Beautiful. Bring the soles of the feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands on the lower belly. This one too, this is taking the back into a gentle back bend. If we're sitting all day, our hips are in a forward bend. And it gets unhappy because it's not, the body's used to being dynamic, back bend, forward bend in the hips. Like all day. So when you make it go just into a forward bend for long periods of time in the sitting posture, it gets really grumpy. Good. Let's hug the knees and rotate. Navel's back. And going the other way. Both legs go straight up, arms up overhead. Taking your navel, press it down into the low back. Take your low back, press it down towards the floor. Stabilize. And then bend the knees. We'll just take some little taps. Saying hello, warming up the core abdominals. Just tapping at your own pace. Then feet come together, toes touch. Both toes tap at the same time. Legs are making a diamond shape. See if you can keep your ribs down. And then legs go straight up. Navel still working straight down. And then scissor. Good, last one. Hug the knees. Woo. See if you can hug it one notch tighter than whatever you did the last time. Really relaxing in that inner hip crease. Feeling your lower back spread on the floor. Noticing the back of your neck if it wants to go short. Try to keep it long. I apologize, we might be hearing some leaf blowers. And then feet go down. Let the feet stay close into the buttock. And then just take a little spinal twist here. You can flex your feet, arms out to the side. Good. And coming up to the center and twisting the other way. Feet come to standing. Supta Baddha Konasana, last one before we roll up. Taking a little back bend here. It's just a little mini back bend. And then feet come to standing. Let's grab ourselves underneath the knees and rolling up. There we go. And without any ceremony, we'll just come right up to standing. Okay, so the good news is that the garbage truck already came, so we won't be subjected to that. So women will have the right hand on the low belly, left hand, men will have the left. Drop the shoulders, feel the weight spreading between the right and the left foot. Jaw is relaxed, slightly withdraw the chin. And then separate the 2 feet. We'll begin knocking the door of life. So swing and tap. So let's see, for Susan, who's her first time. Susan, we're just tapping this special acupressure point here at the lower back. That's the Ming Men, or the gate of life. So that's the most important part of this exercise. So don't omit that tap. And then the front hand's going to tap the front hip bone. Somebody let me know if my head is cut off.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. And then we're looking over the shoulder. Knees slightly bent, toes pointing straight forward. This one, by the way, so I was talking about sitting with somebody. This one is also an excellent remedy. If you've been sitting too long, you just get up and do this for 5 minutes. You're going to be good to go. And I've mentioned in my class before that I've been known to do this in airports. Because one of the most challenging things, for me anyway, with traveling is you're sitting. Okay, so keep swinging, keep tapping. Your body should be beginning to sing. All we're going to do is we're going to change our front tapping point to the shoulders nest. This point here, which is called lung 1, right in that little dip, where the shoulder's meeting the chest. And so as we tap that point, we're stimulating that lung meridian. And we're just freeing energy around the whole shoulder girdle in general. So this is affecting, like, if we're holding stress, tension, etc. in the shoulders. And who isn't, right? So keep swinging and tapping. If you want to make the movement a little bit more extreme, you turn to look over the shoulder. But this one, by far and away, this is my go-to yoga on the fly exercise. Great. Now gently unwind. And let's take a swing and throw. Okay, so just swing and throw. We make a circle in front of the face, and we throw it over the shoulder. Bucket of water. And you can bend your knees as you swing down in the middle. This should feel really nice. Upper back. Upper lower back, right. The whole back. Great. Let that come to a gentle conclusion. And hips. So here we're stirring the pot. So we got a big pot of rice down here on the floor. And we're stirring it with that tailbone. So if you choose, we want to be doing what's called the Jiva Bandha, which is the tongue lock. So the tongue lock is just the tongue touching the palate, which keeps the central and governing meridian connected. So we're connecting that circuit. Go ahead, switch the direction of the hips. But it's a good habit to get into when you're practicing. You just keep your tongue up onto the roof of your mouth, breathing through the nose. That's called Jiva Bandha. Eyes can be closed in these simple movements. When you have the tongue up and the eyes closed, the mind will go quiet. Okay, let's separate the feet nice and wide. Turn to the right. I'm mirroring you. And big swing. Up and over the top, face the left, and big swing. Nice. Legs are wide, knees softly bent, and holding empty space. Wu Wei. Qigong standing meditation. Just sense into your body. Feel if you notice anything. Anything out of the ordinary or anything ordinary. If you're lucky, you might just feel a gentle humming, buzzing, tingling, running of your own vital energy. Great. Exhale. Press it down. Feet together. Let's interlace and pull up the center. Turn the hands inside out. Press the palms up to the ceiling. And now draw the shoulders down. Because when you pressed your palms up, your shoulders might have come up around the ears. We don't want to let that happen. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the thighs together, knees together, feet together. Inhaling. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale. Exhale, side bend right. Try to drop the tailbone down, keep the ribs into the body, and purely take it in the side. Great, inhale coming up. Exhale, slowly open the arms. We'll keep the legs together. And we'll come right in to our knee circle. So bend the knees, bringing the hands on just above the kneecap, and then make some circles here with the knees. Now they might pop a little bit, which is fine. But we want to feel our thigh muscles begin to start firing up. Because when we go into our bent-legged positions, we want our thighs to work. We don't want any strain, pain going into the knee. And the other way. Great. If you feel your thighs working, you're doing it right. And separate the feet and breathe. You can hang the arms, hands right in the crook of the elbow, inhaling. Exhale. Navel draws back. Tongue to palate. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the navel back at the base of the exhalation. That's the Uddiyana Bandha. Hold it. And one more. Inhale. We release the belly. Exhale. Navel pulls back. Hold it in. And then bend the knees, tuck the chin, rolling up, inhale. Whew. Arms circle back and behind. And then pull that chi, cosmic energy, in the body, through the body, and down into the earth. Excelente. Okay, feet back together. We got to do the second knee rotation where we separate the knees. So don't be shy to scoop down low. Inviting those thighs to really work. And then go the other way. Because see, then when we get to the horse, you know, your legs aren't going to be shocked, right? Last one. And forward fold. Separate the feet. You can take hands to the floor. If you have a block, hands to a block or hanging. Wherever you like your hands. If it feels good to shake your head down here, you can do that as well. But see if you can keep the back of the knees open here. Great, bend the knees, tuck the chin, rolling up, inhaling. Arms circle back and behind, exhale. Bring it down. Whew. Let's bring down the heavens 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Sensing into that cosmic light, cosmic chi, bring it down through the body, into the bones, into every cell, and smooth it down. Inhale. In Qigong, we get to harvest the energy from the universe. We bring it into the body for our own healing, for our own restoration. And then hold it. Wu Wei. Exhale, press it down. Okay, feet come however wide that is. My feet are slightly wider than my hip distance. Now we're going to go into some squats. So I would love it if you can keep your heels all the way down when we squat down. If your heels come up, I'm going to suggest to you to widen your stance or to simply not go down all the way. So we're going to do 3 times dynamic, and the third one we're going to stay down. Okay? So here we go. Inhaling. Exhale, squatting all the way down. Yeah, that looks perfect, Muktabai. Pressing up, inhale. Exhale. Because if you can't go down all the way, then you just go to what is your maximum, keeping your heels down, and it's going to go. You can also cheat it by working wider. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale. Last one, we stay. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to press these points right where the eyebrow meets the bridge of the nose, that's a stress reduction acupressure point. Top of the bladder meridian. Excellent. And then hands will go behind, we're gonna sit down. So if you're high, then just transition yourself to sitting on the mat. Oh, there's Kristen. Sitting on the mat with your feet high, with your feet wide and your hands behind. Okay? So here we go. Second round, windshield wiper in a sitting position, okay? So all that happens is that knee is going to drop to the midline. Yeah. So just go back and forth a couple times. Gives a beautiful feeling in the lower back. Okay, now if you can, bring our arms up. So this turns it into a completely different rodeo here. And see if you can windshield wiper with your hands up. This makes it into much more of an abdominal kind of deal. If you can keep your elbows straight and your arms pulled behind your ears, all the better. And you might find yourself migrating forward. If this is too difficult, then please just keep your hands behind. Great. Let's come to sitting Baddha Konasana. Soles of the 2 feet together. Tongue to palate, close your eyes, feel the inner body. There's a whole inner landscape going on. Great. Feet come back. Okay, here we go, you guys. This is going to be a new one for us. All we're going to do is we're going to windshield wiper, but we're going to turn. We're going to go all the way down. Touch the nose to the floor in the back and come back. So it goes all the way around, touch nose to the floor. Hopefully it's clean and come back. Okay, at your own pace. Full body experience. Great, that was the last one. Pressing yourself back through to the squat. And pressing up. Hands to the low belly and just sensing into the body. Great. Feet apart. How are we doing so far, you guys?
Good.
You ready for the horse?
Yeah.
Okay. Our legs should be warmed up. Our waist is nice and warmed up. What more can we ask for? Let's come into the horse. So you want to press the knees back this way. And we can take a little rock here. Nice. Coming up. head. Actually, hands come onto the shoulders. Okay, toes are more slightly angled forward, and we're going to just come and touch this opposite knee. So bending one leg, and the opposite is straight. Last one. Arms out, inhaling. Exhale, we go right into Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide forward bend. Let the head come down, 2 straight legs, and breathe. Backs to the knees, open up, inner thighs, roll back, breathing in. And exhale. And breathing in. And exhale. Great. Heels turn in, toes turn out, hands to the top of the feet, tracing up the leg, inhale. Well, Robert, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but...
What?
You guys... Anyway, what people get away with in online classes is just amazing. Back into the horse. Hands to the shoulders again. Okay, this time we're going to do the same thing, only we're not going to straighten a leg. Okay, we're going to stay in the horse and just see if you can touch that elbow, opposite knee. So this is going to take it much more into the core abs. Super dynamic today, I love it. Last one. Good. Coming up, inhale. Everything straightens. Exhale, Prasarita. Great, let's walk our hands forward, just right where we are. Let's come to kneeling. So this does not have to be with your toes tucked. In fact, it is not with your toes tucked. It's toes untucked. Just a regular kneeling on the floor. I'm going to take our hands, okay? Here's the thumbs. We're grabbing the thumbs. We're going to take our hands right here, right on either side of the hip bone. Okay, you ready? Woo! We're going to forward fold right over those fists. And these fists are going to make like a massage. In fact, we can even actively massage in our abdomen. We're getting these points that are just right on the inside of the 2 hip bones. On the ascending and the descending colon. Okay, this is excellent for your digestion, elimination, tonification, and just resting here, child's pose. Tongue to palate, breathing in and out through the nose. Nothing to think about. Mind is just
focused inward. And rolling up.
Whew. This is what I love about yoga. It's just like, it stops the mind. It stops the constant monologue, right? Okay, so here's the transition, okay? This is going to be the suggested transition. If you can't do this, if you can't get up this way, then just do it however you can. But you might be able to, just from here, just jump up. Yeah, exactly. Heels turn in, toes turn out, hands to the top of the feet, tracing up the leg. Okay, if that little jump doesn't work, then you just get up however you can. Okay, so where we're going to go from here, you guys, maybe I'm going to show you before we all go at once. We're going to do the horse. We're going to take it around to this lunge. Now for today, if you can touch, I want you to touch the knee. We'll take it back to the horse, take it over. If you can touch, and we take it over. Okay? If you can't touch, then don't touch. But if you can touch the knee, this is an excellent mobility exercise training strength and flexibility at the same time. Okay, ready? Exhale, horse. Arms will come out. Turning. So you just pivot to the right, drop the knee. Inhale, back to horse. To the left. To the center. To the right. To the center. Last one. To the left. Center. Oh my God. Prasarita Padottanasana. How's your legs?
Good.
Burning.
Okay, they're burning. Well, that's good. You know, we just a little fire, right? Little bit of fire. This is how we transform the body. Transmutation. Hang it forward. Preparing for the waist churning. Okay, we're doing a ton of churning today. All that's going to happen, you guys, we're going to interlace the fingers. And we're going to roll up. So just bringing the fingers up. Bring the palm up, turn the palm inside out, and let the palm face the ceiling. Legs are wide. Elbows straight. So we're going to make the big circle. So all that's going to happen, we're going to come forward like we're diving forward. Scoop with the hands at the bottom and roll up. Let's take it slow today. Exhale. Fold and dive. Scoop at the bottom. It's as if we're scooping whatever it is. How about gold? Last one. Rolling up. This will be a roll up with the spine. Palms up to the sky. Now we're going to turn to the right. All that's going to happen is the navel turns. The feet stay exactly where they are. Feet and legs are exactly the same. And we make a nice big circle here. Two. And three. should feel the sides of your waist contracting on this. If it bothers your lower back, then please just go super gentle with yourself. And then change direction. You may just have some little muscles in there that need to get a little stronger for you to be happy in this. Last one. Woo! Open. And then let's bend the knees, soften the arms. Wu Wei, just holding this tree. Everything's soft. You close your eyes, sit back. You've got a kangaroo tail. So you're just resting back on your kangaroo tail. Knees are bent, everything's soft. You feel the chi flowing in and through and around your body. Good. Exhale. Okay, so turning so you can stand. You might not need to turn, but I'm just turning so I can work on my mat the long way. Inhale, reaching the arms up, legs are together. Exhale, we'll fold forward and just stepping both feet back, downward facing dog. Okay, we're finally making our way back to the floor. But first, straighten 2 arms, 2 legs, downward facing dog, let the head drop. If your heels don't touch the floor, don't worry, it'll come if you practice. If you come to Kamala's yoga class, then your heels will come to the floor in no time. How about that? Down to the hands and knees. Now we'll tuck the toes and sitting on the heels. So if this one's difficult for you, then just do the regular Vajrasana, diamond. If you're able to manage this one, this is the suggested asana. Tongue to palate, gaze to the center of the forehead. Actually, the center of the head. Great. Cat. And I just want to have you guys just go at your own pace with some cat rolls. So maybe you want to go slow, maybe you want to go fast. Just tune in, see what your body wants. But as you round, you want to feel the crown of your head coming towards your tailbone as if they were connecting on an imaginary line. And then I guess they call this the cow. This is a technical term, the cow. When you're in the cow, the crown of your head touches the tail the other way. Good. Bring the spine to neutral. Now let's wag the tail and turn to look to the tail. You know, I feel this in my neck. You're likely going to feel this wherever you need it. And then let's come to child. This time you can stretch your arms straight out.
And you might feel you're more deep in child. You know, it's a big hip crease. Big, 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 deep, deep, deep forward bend, this pose. You know, they sell this as a resting pose, but it's actually a very profound forward bend. And if you get good at child's pose, you're going to be good at all your forward bends are going to come in no time. Okay, back to the cat. We're going to take this, thread the needle, so that's stretching that left arm up, if you're mirroring me. And then that left arm is going to go through. I want you to take your shoulder all the way to the floor. Press your right hand into the floor. And just take the stretch in the outer shoulder and in the side of the neck. Bring it up. Other side. Reaching for the sky. And thread it through. Shoulder comes all the way down. And yes, it's kind of a, position that, you don't take every day, maybe. But it feels good when you do. Beautiful. Woo! Let's bring it up again. Let's do one more of these special child pose where we're going to give this self-massage. So take the fists, wrap the fingers around the thumb, place the hands right here, the inner hip bone, and come forward. And just notice, see if you're going in more deeply. I'm definitely more deep than I was the first time. And you can massage here. Or just keep the fist still or massage, either way. Excellent. What a beautiful inward pose. Mine goes quiet. Okay, here's the transition. Hands will come forward. You're in cat. Cross your ankles. Okay, that's all that's going to happen. Cross the ankles and then sit back. Straighten the legs. Let me know if that worked. Did it work? Okay, one more. Work is not quite over, you guys, but it's getting close. Okay, so we've got another pot of rice, okay? And we're gonna stir. So you see if you can come way back. Actually, I'm going to separate my feet because it's a little bit easier. With a big rice or maybe oatmeal. So go ahead and experiment whether you like it with the feet together or the feet apart. Other way. That's quite a bit bit of work for the end of class, isn't it? Wow, really gets the whole lower back. Last one. Wow, Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Bring the hands behind. So you can lift up the chest. This area of the body they call in yoga the, quote, armpit chest. Actually, the Iyengar system, they love to talk about the armpit chest. So lift your armpit chest. Great. And then all that's going to happen, you guys, is the feet will come to standing. Last working pose, okay? Now you can have the fingers, if you can manage it, I'd love it if you can have your fingers pointing straight forward. If this is difficult and you're going to know in a second, you can turn your hands out like that. But what's going to happen is we're going to press up. Tabletop. Let the head go back, let the chest open. You can take a little rock if you want. If this hurts your wrist, then you know that this is something to be cultivated over time. Let's pull through if you can, otherwise you just sit. And then we'll all just come to sitting. And let's just circle our wrists here. Trauma releasing exercise. And the other way. Great. Okay, I'm just going to turn because I can see the clock from this way. Here we go. Tuck the tail, rolling down one vertebra at a time. Woo! And we made it to lying down on the mat. Left leg comes up, and nice big circle. And other way. So all this churning we're doing today, churning, circling, this is all removing stagnation, removing blockage from your body. Happening on energetic and physical levels. Last one. And change legs. Leg comes straight up. And big circles. If your knee bends, it's okay. But just try to make that big circle. And other way. So keeping in mind yoga, it can really, really perfect your body. That's one of its claims. Yoga will perfect the body. So most of us have a long way to go for that, but we can feel it happening. Supta Baddha Konasana, we can feel how every part, it gets enlivened. It gets touched. Our body gets touched in all those ways that mundane, day-to-day, citizen of the world doesn't touch the body the way that yoga does. So hands are on the lower belly, soles of the feet are together, and you're breathing through the nose. Tongue is on the palate, on the upper mouth. And the mind is totally clear and smooth, like a sky with no clouds. Okay, so if you have yoga bricks, I would love to do a supported bridge using bricks. If you do not have bricks, you can use a firm cushion. You have a firm cushion, or you could just press up into a bridge without any support. But I feel like we've kind of worked kind of hard today, so I want to just give us something to rest on. So, and it's going to depend on how big or how thick your bricks are. So mine aren't that thick. So I like to use 2 bricks, low setting. And I'm going to get them right underneath my sacrum bone, that beautiful triangular shaped bone at the bottom of the spine. And then I want you to find comfort, okay? So I don't want this to be strain, pain, anything like that. No sweating bullets, none of that. It's just relaxing at this point. You might find that 2 bricks is too much. You just want 1 brick. Or maybe even 1 brick medium setting. It's just, you have to find your way. But if you do not have bricks, if you have a nice firm cushion, I'm just going to see if I can take a peek to see what you guys are doing. Okay, Robert. Robert, your brick looks a little high. Is that comfortable?
Yeah, it's 2 bricks.
Okay, 2 bricks. All right. Okay, looks good. Kristen, she could be doing anything. She could be eating a peanut butter sandwich on the couch for all we knew.
No, I've been following very diligently, but I do
I'm just
early right now. That's why I didn't go on like.
No, it's totally fine. I'm totally kidding.
I was following along perfectly smoothly the whole time, but just now I do have to leave. So namaste, everybody.
It's all good. As long as I know who you are, you can have your camera off. I just had to make that little joke.
No, you're sort of right because I was having to get really
Okay, here we go. Variation time. So if you're comfortable here, if there's no strain, no pain, I want you to take 1 leg and lift it up to the sky. Oh my goodness, we never rotated our ankles today. Well, if you could throw in a few ankle rotations once your leg is up there, that would be awesome. Because that was my, my miss. but we survived. Go ahead, change legs. Take the other leg up. Once you have it up, you can take a couple rotations. It does feel good. And then if you want, this is totally optional, if you want to take both legs up, if you feel stable, if you want it, this is an inversion. If you want to take the inversion, this is very restorative, especially if we do it against a wall. If any of you guys ever come with walls, we'll do this against the wall. Great. Legs come down. Removing the blocks. And we'll take a spinal twist. Just a plain Jane spinal twist, just leg up, take it over. And other way. Great. And then if you wish, you can come back into Supta Baddha Konasana for a few minutes before we take Shavasana. But if you prefer to skip it, that's fine too. You can go right to Shavasana. We're just taking our relaxation. So legs stretch out. So either one, essentially. Some people really like to relax here. But letting yourself completely go. Letting go of all effort of any kind. Letting your lower belly completely relax. Make sure that your jaw is relaxed. Becoming aware if there's a tendency to clench the jaw. And making that conscious intention to release the jaw. The mouth is closed, but there is a space between the teeth. Tongue is to the palate. Eyes are softly closed. Ears are soft. Navel is very soft. Inner groins are soft. Feeling the energy, two energy centers in the two soles of the feet. and the two palms of the hands. And then the navel, the heart, and the third eye. See and feel those vortices in your body. You might be able to actually feel them now. Okay, and when you're ready, we come out by slowly bending the left leg, and we're going to roll to the right side. Taking a couple of breaths on the right. And then coming up to a seat. Hands come up to the heart. We'll dedicate our practice to global healing, elevation of consciousness in ourselves and all beings. And we'll send it out with one round of Om, inhaling. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.